Welcome to today's video, fam. We'll be looking at 7 most protected pastors in Nigeria. But before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications. 7 most protected pastors in Nigeria. Let's get started. Number 7. Chukwuemeka Odumeje, aka the Lion. One of the things that made this Eastern-based pastor popular was his way of performing miracles. When Lion performs miracles, you will think he is a professional wrestler. He picks up whoever needs a miracle, put him or her on his back and smash them on the chair or any space he finds available. This method of miracle attracted a lot of shade on his way, and he still continues with this act. He's always escorted with men in suits, even in the church, who happens to be his guards against every possible attack. Number 6. Pastor David Ibiyeomie. Pastor David Ibiyeomie is a Nigerian televangelist, senior pastor, general overseer and founder of Salvation Ministry in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Pastor Ibiyeomie started his house fellowship with his family in Victoria Island, Lagos. He later moved to Port Harcourt, Rivers State, where he started Salvation Ministry on the 13th of April 1997. The church relocated to a larger plot of land as of 2017. Salvation Ministry averaged about 50,000 attendees every Sunday at his headquarters. Watch him on TV, you would see his bodyguards everywhere, and it's proof of his level of security. He's the 6th most protected pastor in Nigeria. Number 5. Bishop David Oyedepo. Bishop Oyedepo is a Nigerian preacher, Christian author, businessman, architect, and the founder and the head bishop of the popular and fastest growing church in Nigeria. Popularly known as Faith Tabernacle in Ota, Ogun State, Nigeria, and Living Faith Church worldwide, also known as Winners Chapel International. According to the bishop, he received a call from God through an 18-hour vision in May 1981 to liberate the people in the world from oppression of the devil to the preaching of the word of faith. Each time on every mission, he carries a very powerful encourage of skilled security men. Actually, he is the 5th most protected pastor in Nigeria. Number 4. Pastor Orissa Jaffa. Pastor Jaffa is the head and senior pastor of Word of Life Bible Church located in Warri, Nigeria. He became the international president of Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria on February 7, 2005. An honor he held diligently for close to 5 good years. In his early life, he enrolled at the All Nations for Christ Bible Institute, located in Benin City, Nigeria. This man of God is another man of God that doesn't joke with his bodyguards. Number 3. Pastor Chris Okoti. Pastor Okoti is a Nigerian televangelist and the pastor of the Household of God Church International Ministry, a Pentecostal congregation in Lagos, Nigeria since February 1987. He first ran for presidency in 2003 under the banner of the Justice Party led by Ralph Obiara. He ran the game in 2007 on the platform of the party. He formed it Freedom and Justice Party. And last, Umaru Yar'Adua in the May 2007 elections. In 2011, he ran and lost to President Goodluck Jonathan to NASA. In and out of church, he is an entourage of God's well-armed and ready for defense. He is the 3rd most protected pastor in Nigeria. Number 2 on the list, Pastor Chris Oyakilome. Popularly known as Pastor Chris, is the founder and president of Love World Nation, commonly called Christ Embassy. Talking about security, but the quiz is number 2 on this list. He never used public airways, and 24 hours he is with a well-trained entourage of security men, well-armed and all suited up as a very much criticized pastor invested in the security system. yet to be understood by us. No one knows his entrance in his security system so far. Tough mouths ahead of any others in Nigeria. This has been a long-lasting debate whether or not pastors require any security from God, and his angels now answer these questions. Do they have yellow blood running through their veins? Are they made of bulletproof skins? Are they superhumans? Number 1 on this list, Apostle Johnson Suleiman. Apostle Suleiman is the head and general overseer of Omega Fire Ministry International. The church is one of the biggest churches so far in Nigeria, and it was founded in 2004 by this heavily spiritual man of God. Johnson Suleiman was reside in Aushi, which was his hometown. He decided to sacrifice his life to becoming the prophet during the secondary school education, which saw him through till today. According to reports, he served as the personal assistant to a pastor in one of his churches in Lagos State before he decided to join the church officially in 1998. He is one of the top Nigerian pastors that decided with heavily bodyguards each time he's going out for function. When he was criticized by people for this, he came out openly to tell them that Jesus Christ carried even more bodyguards than him. The prophet added that the man of God who used bodyguards for protection are not bad, but it was a sign of them trying to protect themselves from evil hands, since they are also humans. It should be noted that this man of God was attacked on his way for a mission, and 7 of his bodyguards were killed. Bullet shots at his car couldn't penetrate as he was in a bulletproof car. Is the word for this debate. This brings us to the end of today's video, fam. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please have a comment, click like and hit subscribe button. There you go. Thanks for watching. There are other amazing videos on this channel you can check. Please keep watching.